Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. The cyclone had set the house down gently, very gently, for a cyclone. In the midst of a country of marvelous beauty, there were lovely patches of green sward all about, with stately trees bearing rich and luscious fruits. A little way off was a small brook, rushing and sparkling along between green banks, and murmuring in a voice very grateful for a little girl who had lived so long on the dry and gray prairies. I made my debut in the production of 1782 back home in the Grand Rapids where I was born. Our whole family performed in vaudeville between the movies. My mother always picked my songs. My mother had no talent whatsoever. She was hideous, wicked woman. In 1939, a teenage girl followed the yellow brick road and taught the world there was no place like home. But behind the scenes, there was no safe return waiting for Judy Garland. When filming The Wizard of Oz under Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, she was placed under strict diets, given pills to control her energy, and forced to meet impossible expectations all before she was 17 years old. And as this may sound as a dark chapter in Hollywood's past, it gives an uncomfortable truth about our present. Today, young performers, influencers, and public figures are still expected to be flawless, constantly visible, and endlessly productive, often at the expense of their own mental health. The spotlight hasn't dimmed. If anything, it has just grown harsher, following people not just on stage or off screen, but in every single moment of their lives. So, as we revisit Garland's story, it's important that we ask ourselves, have we just changed the stage or have we changed the system? And more importantly, what does it cost for someone to be seen today? So, I'll be taking a journey down that famous yellow brick road as I read a drama titled The Property Known as Garland by Billy Van Zandt, The Wizard of Oz by Frank L. Baum, The Tragic Final Months of Judy Garland's Life, articles from the New York Times, and music from the musical The Wizard of Oz. Beyond the Rainbow, a program. Because Judy Garland and hundreds of others were enough. And as a young woman myself, we must celebrate the sacrifices women have made to give us the opportunity to stand on a platform like this with bravery and courage, saying, we will not take this abuse, and we are enough. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Toto didn't really care whether he was in Kansas or the land of Oz, so as long as Dorothy was with him. But he knew the little girl was unhappy, and that made him unhappy too. My mother was a hideous, wicked woman. If I didn't want to go out on stage, she didn't care. She would just say, get out there and sing before I wrap you around that bedpost and break you off short. Wonderful powers those silver shoes have gave her. I can still make her my slave, for she does not know how. Joan Crawford had nothing on her, believe me. The one nice thing I can say about my mother is she taught me not to be cruel to my own children. I should be grateful for that, I suppose. We dare not harm this little girl, for she is protected by the power of good, and that is greater than the power of evil. All we can do is carry her to the Wicked Witch's castle and leave her there. They had us working days and nights on end. You know, they'd give us these pills to keep us on our feet long after we were exhausted. We could work those 72 hours in a row, and half of the time we were hanging from the ceiling, but that was just a way of life for us. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. So, you see, I am a hopeless case. My entire career, people have been trying to find ways to camouflage me and make me pretty. They put rubber pieces in my nose, and they've capped my crooked teeth and changed my hairline and my color. They put shoulder pads here and here, and when I did my TV show, they even built me a rear end. You know, I have $1 million legs, but somewhere in this trunk, somewhere, I have a $600,000 ass. Then that accounts for it in the civilized countries. I do believe there are no witches, no sorceresses left. But you see, and the land of Oz has never been civilized, for we are cut off from the rest of the world. Therefore, we still have witches and wizards among us. You have no ideas of the power of the studios had back then. They told you how to dress, how to walk, how to speak, what to eat. When my mother wanted to discipline me, all she had to say was, "I'll tell Mr. Mayor." And that worked, believe me. If Mr. Mayor didn't like your behavior, oh, he'd fine you, he'd sell you like cattle, he'd put you in a sanitarium. Or even worse, he'd make you work with Bushley Berkeley. You know, Abe Gunn used to tell me the story that we were the only merchandise that got to leave the store that night. But back then, the word of Louis B. was the law. And you know, he did make great pictures. But I remember our meetings in his office always ended with the same routine. "So, Judy, you little hunchback." He always called me hunchback. "So, Judy, you sing from the heart." And he would stick his hand on my breast to show me where my heart was. I mean, I often thought I was lucky that I didn't have to sing with another part of my anatomy. He made me a star. Or what do they call it now? A living what? A living legend? That sounds right. A living legend! When troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops, that's where you'll find me. Bless your dear heart, your silver shoes have wonderful powers, and one of the most curious things about them is that they can carry you any place in the world in 3 steps. All you have to do is knock your heels together 3 times and command those shoes to carry you anywhere in the world you wish to go. Dorothy clicked her heels 3 times together, saying, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home." Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? I have spent my entire life trying to get over that rainbow. They don't desert me. My fans, never. They are my only constant. And I'll tell you something, Mama. I'd finally made it. I was placed on this earth to give my heart to my audiences, and I can't do any less. To see me fail, I'll tell you why, that's why people come and see me. They come and see me succeed. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond that rainbow,